Harvest is a no achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete a game of chimps on Cornfield without removing any of the corn. But can we also do it while also getting every single tier 5 tower of the bomb shooter? I'm talking about the balloon crush, the Moab eliminator, and the bomb blitz. So let's start this journey off with an engineer and a dart monkey in these specific positions. The engineer over here and the dart monkey in one of these hidden spots, not in this little square here. Also, I know Striker Jones, I know, kind of a boring supporting tower or hero for your bomb shooters because it's very obvious as to what he does. He enables black balloons to be partially vulnerable to explosive damage. I know, but he is truly one of the best of all time. Right, let's get some sentry guns down because I know we're going to need the additional firepower for the early game. I know there's no bomb shooters down yet, but they're kind of weak. If you're a fan of both the bomb shooter and the no harvest achievement, this is the video for you. Right, biker bones, it is time for you to shine and blow up thy balloons. Gonna be one of those rare moments to tell you all, just to check to see if you have subscribed yet to the channel or not. Most of you have probably had, but some of you are probably looking at that subscribe button down below the video playing right now and wondering why that subscribe button has not been pressed. And this is probably why. Well, let's get some faster engineering. Hopefully we'll be able to produce some more sentry guns, and that did the trick. But I do need some cleansing foam. Don't worry, we will at some point put down a bomb shooter. Really? You just had to pull that trick on me, game? Perhaps it is time for a bomb shooter. Will the bomb shooter make the difference in which we need? And the answer is yes. But here we go. The bomb shooter's natural enemy, the black balloon, because of its immunities. Oh, gosh. What about strong targeting from the engineer? I really need to get cleansing foam for you. And that somehow did the trick. Brilliant. Go back to first. That was a yellow balloon at some point. Okay, but go to first sooner, and we are still dying. Yeah, this is not looking good here. Okay, that... Oh my god, that managed to do the trick. Brilliant. I'm gonna need some frag bombs. Okay, blast it there, but that's not the blast at the speed of light I needed. That will do. Thank you very much. Here we go. We've got some frag bombs, which means that our bomb shooter can now deal more than just, well, 1 damage at a time. Or another bad scenario. Yeah, this is kind of what I expected out of the bomb shooter. It's going to be a weak early game, but it will pick up once we get them down. I'm talking about the likes of, even recursive cluster is really powerful. But we want it to reach as fast as possible, which is why we're going to go with missile launcher so that hopefully we can hit some Moabs over here, because there is a little gap over here in which we can shoot projectiles through, and we're going to use that to our fullest extremes. And here is cluster bomb. Mom, can we call in the bomb squad? No, darling, we have the bomb squad at home. Meanwhile, the bomb squad at home, the balloon crush, Moab eliminator, and the bomb blitz bomb shooters from Bloons Tower Defense 6. Now, I'm debating whether to get recursive cluster first, or should I try and go for the Moab ass in. I know it's assassin, but it's just funnier, okay? And I know I'm being a child. You know what, we will go with recursive cluster because we're going to need something to deal with the ceramics after the Moab has been popped. And I'm hoping that Chom Chom is able to deal with them all. Yes, I'm calling out the fellow Bloons tuber. Brilliant one as well. Very talented at this game. Would recommend for expert chimps strategies. And there it goes. We can afford both tier 4s down. Now, what about the other tier? First and foremost is the camo problem which we have. We can still decamify what we have going on here, but at some point we are going to run out of options, and I don't think that oh, there is a spot. There is a spot. I can put them all down. Namely a 402 and a 042. Fun for the whole family. Right, speaking of fun for the whole family, let's get radar scanner. And then we're going to go up to primary... You know what, we're going to stick with primary training. No, we'll go primary mentoring. I've changed my mind halfway through. If you were ever to do like an axis of engineers or axis of spike factories or anything where one of the tier 5s or multiples are too expensive, you're gonna have to rejig your strategy to like which tier 5 is the most optimal when it comes to both its performance and its pricing. So let's say if you want to do axis of engineer, then you'd get 2 of the 3 tier 5s and leave one of them at tier 4. Because you can't afford it for around 100 for some odd reason. Or perhaps you could try and go as far as you can in a chimps game by obviously going past around 100 to see if you can afford it. And maybe I could have done that with my spike factory video, try and go beyond around 100. But honestly, I don't think both the carpet spikes and the perma spike will be able to hold off until you can get the super mines, to be honest. Right, and here is going to be the balloon impact. Now, you notice that each of these has at least frag bombs, and that's just so that we can deal damage, especially with the balloon impact, with the frag bombs, enabling us to do more than just a little bit of damage, but we're able to do damage across a wider area, which I really like. And I honestly think that the balloon impact benefits more from the better projectiles rather than just being able to just fire faster. As you can tell, the recursive cluster is able to hit through this gap, which is really, really nice. And if we keep you on strong, then hopefully you can actually do that. Now, I think it goes without saying that we should get the bomb blitz first because, well, it's a very powerful tower for how much it costs. I wonder if Ninja Q is going to buff the price of this again, where it's going to be like 23k in chimps. And then they give another set of recursive clusters sort of thing on the bomb blitz, so that the bombs make more bombs that makes more bombs that makes more bombs. It's essentially the cluster grenade from the Worms games, if you know those. Fortified Moabs eliminated, and soon we will have the thing that starts with bomb blitz. It's called Bomb Blitz, and they're just absolutely annihilated, just completely destroyed. The only thing is we can't use one of the things in which the Bomb Blitz provides, because that would involve losing lives, and we can't really lose lives. Could this still work with Corvus, however, using his Soul Barrier spell? Thanks to the Lord of the Abyss, you're able to make the axis of boats and axis of submarines possible, while also doing the No Harvest achievement, because of the fact that Lord of the Abyss can create water space on land. I think next we should get ourselves the Balloon Crush. Although if we are struggling, then Moab Eliminator is going to be the next tier 5 in which we're going to get. But I think this will be the more difficult but the more rewarding one to get next. Because we know what this does. It just does a huge bunch of damage. But this also does a huge amount of damage, but also has the utility of stunning Moab class balloons. I do get why people say that, like, well, if you don't get all tier 5s then it's not an axis, but you gotta really consider the fact that you can't always afford all 3 tier 5, so just a little bit of imagination can go a long way. Like, say, for a Super Monkeys, if you expected me to get all tier 5s of the Super Monkey on this map, well, the True Sun God is going to make up for all of the space available here, even if you can plonk it down in a chimps game. And I know Azili gets you very far in a chimps game, but at the same time, Ziddy is not known for a hero slash tower that enables you to actually get the correct amount of cash, because when you use her Moab Hex ability, you barely get any of the cash in which you would otherwise. And round 76 was just completely bomb blitzed. I think it goes without saying that bomb blitz is going to be the monkey style of the show here, and no surprise, it is honestly a really powerful tower. Time to die, ceramics, just like that. Now we can afford Moab Eliminator, but let's hold off to see if we can get Bloon Crush. Nijikiwi's changed the Moab Assassin ability and also the Moab Eliminator ability so that it is with your firing priority here, or targeting priority, sorry. So that if you put the targeting priority on first, then it will target the first most Moab on the screen. If you put it on strong, it will always target the strongest balloon on the screen. If you put it on last, it will always target the last balloon on, or Moab class balloon on the screen. And close, obviously the closest Moab on the screen. So I think it used to be strong by default, but now it is with your targeting priority, which is really nice. I honestly think without the small gap here, we would be kind of struggling here to get that initial damage off on these balloons, so that then we can whittle down their HP and then be able to destroy them once they come around here. Oh, fortified super ceramics we're kind of struggling against. Nowadays, with Bloon Crush is the only bomb shooter which has the normal damage type, because Etienne and Bloon Crush is possible as a 2-tower chimps, and we've got Bloon Crush. Speaking of which, if you look up on the Bloons Tower Defense 6 index, you'll see that Etienne and Bloon Crush has been done as a 2TC, which just goes to show you that this is definitely what you call the DDT popper out of those 2 towers. You may make it up here, but for goodness sakes, that is as far as you're gonna go. Okay, the last one will be the Moab Eliminator. 4 ZOMGs. No chance at all. I might get MIB first, just so that we have a guaranteed chance of popping them all. But then again, Jones is nearly at level 19, so maybe MIB was just not worth it whatsoever. Although if we can get the money together, we'll get call to arms. Well, shall we go with primary expertise? You'll find out when the rest of this video plays out. You shall not pass. Okay, round 90. Can we pop the first DDT? And the answer is yes. Behold it. And I think the frag bombs also apply to Bloon Crush. So if the frags manage to hit a Moab class balloon, then they also get stunned. Maybe it's just my imagination. That would be kind of OP, actually, if that is the case. Yeah, this is just completely embarrassing for the balloons. Are you meant to be a challenge here? Okay, last. We've done first, now we're doing last. So those two should be the first ones to... I hate the new Steam sort of thing. I mean, the new Discord sort of thing where that pops up. Wish I can get rid of that. Although it's good that HBomb has just uploaded a video on 5 strats you need to use in Bloons Tower Defense 6. Like Brickle Mermonkeys and Gwen's Sun Avatar. I'm pretty sure there's like an almost infinite number of ways in which you can use towers in the game. So let's say you want to do tack shooters with Etienne, then that's definitely viable. Do you want to use sniper monkeys only for camo balloons? Then I don't know what really to say about that. Only snipers for camo balloons? I'm not too sure what to say. What I am saying right now is that, oh my god, this is looking a little bit struggling. This is struggling a little bit. They're going a bit too fast. Maybe I should have went with the faster shooting with the Bloon Crush, honestly. But I just like the frags. I love the frags. Also, here's the Moab Eliminator now. Now it shall eliminate the balloons. Also, just to test the different targeting priority sort of things. Firstly, we're going to go to... Okay, first we're going to proceed to round 97. Okay, so you're going to target the first one there. But if I put you on last, you'll target the second one. And then we'll leave that to the rest of round 97 to take care of. But what am I going to do for round 100? Just a whole bunch of mob eliminator abilities, really. That's enough to take care of it. I hope so anyways. Bombless, you're going to have to do a little bit of work here on this round. Maybe I should alchemize the rest of this. Or alchemize all of these. Not really concerned about that, to be honest. Yeah, this round is going by very well. And Balloon Crush kind of goes well with the Alchemist, especially with this cross-pathing, since it doesn't target, or sorry, it doesn't fire very fast. Okay, what do we do for the rest of this run? I don't know. Perhaps we'll just play it by ear. Hopefully this sorts it out. No. Well, that's no good. Well, I think that's just rather rude, game. How dare you eliminate me from the competition? There we go. That's it. All we need is a relentless glue and the foam to decamify the deities, and that does that. Hopefully this will be it. Hopefully this will be it very soon. I just need the tail to start being bandaged, and does it? Can it insta-kill the bad if it's low enough HP? I'm pretty sure it's kind of the same as first strike capability nowadays. But anyways, we managed to get through this entire scenario while also getting the tier 5 bomb shooters in this scenario. Unsurprising that you got the most amount of pops. It's the first tier 5 I've gotten, and it can reach all the way down here and a little bit over there. And it can hit small balloons if it's alchemized, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, everybody, hope you all have enjoyed the video as much as I have enjoyed creating. Aside from the early game, this was one of the more easier axes of put tower name in it, so that you can do it. Honestly, I've been trying to do an Axis of Ninja in my spare time on this map with this scenario, and I think it's actually one of the harder ones, to be honest. Or maybe my build order is just wrong. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. And let me know what you would like to see me do next in, well, anything. It could even be like a quest you want to see. Or a particular hero that you want me to see. Or a particular balloon that you want me to die from. I've always died to yellow balloons. We died to one in this video. At least one. But anyways, jokes aside, thank you all so much for watching and take care of yourselves, everybody.